I need to change that, because if I fall into the same pattern, it's not gonna look good for me. The outcome is not gonna be good. Okay guys, it is way early. So there's a new grocery store opening today, and the first 100 people get $100 free of shopping, and then you get other free stuff like free totes and some other things like that. You also get many other deals that are happening because it's grand opening. So we are rushing in to it right now. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning, I think. Maybe a little before, because I think it opens at 8, so we have to be there for it to open. Even though I feel like they're letting people in much earlier, which means, did we make the 800? Even though I think there's a lot, not 800, 100. So I think there's a lot of cars here already. I didn't even dress correctly, because I'm like, I just want to go right now. Oh, look at the totes, we got the totes, we got the totes.
I couldn't find what time they opened either.
Yes. Yeah, typically 9 in the morning, just 8:30 for today. Here you go.
When?
So don't come at 8:30 tomorrow.
Free bag.
Good morning.
Hi.
Want a key change?
Sure.
So your little quarter next time slips in there. You always have one. Isn't that
Nice.
funny?
Thank you.
Good morning.
So my dad is crazy. He got a cart as well. Who does that? I don't know. Anyway, they give you this, and it's a keychain that looks like a cart, and inside you can put like your quarter in it so that you can always have a quarter to pay for your card or to rent your card. All right, I'm officially bored. I got nothing in here. My dad has one thing in his. This is not a place that I enjoy. I never liked Aldi's, but you know, 100 free items, why not? But since we missed that, I don't want to spend any money, nor does my dad, looks like. Got what's hummus. You get 4 times for $3, but for the same thing, it was $4. Good deal. I tell my dad there's nothing here vegan whatsoever. I look over to the left. Okay, so I finally find a vegan, like burger type of style stuff. And then my dad goes, too bad there's not enough vegan for you, just those 2 items. I'm like, I know. So then he puts down this, and I'm like, he's like, I'm gonna try it. And I'm like, what is it? He goes, I don't know, it's some Asian burger. He puts it down, and all I see is the word vegan. I'm like, Dad, you just picked up a vegan burger. He goes, okay, I'm gonna try it. I go, Dad, my point is you found vegan and you're not telling me. I'm like, where did you find this? He goes, right here. So he shows me, and all of this is vegan. I'm like, why didn't I'm so mad at him right now. So unhappy with my dad not telling me about all these vegan burgers. I'm a little scared because I don't really like just any kind of burger. Like, it has to be a certain brand typically. But I'm gonna try this Thai veggie burger, chickenless, chipotle black bean, and then like a meat-free chicken fingers. And we'll see if there's anything else. There's another one, and it's right next to all the vegan stuff, and it's the same brand, but they have it mixed in it, and it's got cheese in it. I'm like, it's a little messed up to do that, knowing that people don't always read, and they will just pick up things like me. Italian meatless meatballs, plastic meatballs. All right, let's give it a try. So I love the fact that they use the brand or name it Earth Grown. It's really cute. It works perfect. But I'm really sad that they have this brand with a burger it says veggie burger, but then it's filled with cheese. And I kind of think it just defeats the purpose. So, I'm not feeling good at all. So, I'm not gonna lie, I'm in the bathroom. I bet most of you guys knew that. I don't want to sit on the floor, so I'm sitting on the toilet. I promise you I'm not doing anything. It's been like about 15 minutes since I've been in here. I'm surprised my dad hasn't come looking for me. A little rude. We are still at Aldi's. We tried to leave, but I mean, all of the aisles, or not aisles, like the cashiers are open, and they have about 20 people plus in each one. Anyway, we're like, all right, well, we might as well just keep looking around. So we're looking around, and it just like, I started feeling a little shaky earlier, so it didn't just come on too hard, too fast. And I'm like, I started hyperventilating, and I do think I put myself into a panic attack because of the way I'm feeling. So it's definitely a mixture. And I'm like, Dad, I'm not feeling good. He goes, you look really pale. I'm like, it's because I'm not feeling good. I'm starting getting mean. I'm like, I need to find a bathroom, or I'm gonna pass out right here. Bathroom, because it's typically cooler. I can sit down even on the floor and be away from people. And the cool thing about this one is you get one large bathroom to yourself. I put cold water on my face, my neck. I even put it on my stomach, under my shirt. To cool myself down. I'm wearing my mask. It's just way too many people, and it's too much going on, too much like excitement and pushing and running around than a normal like grocery store because of the grand opening. So I'm shaky. I'm feeling about 50% better, but that 50% is what I was feeling earlier, and then I became horrible. So I don't even want to leave the bathroom, but I can't just sit in here all day. It is downpouring. We are home. My hair is even worse than it was because we had to walk in the rain and we had to park in a different parking lot. But anyway, there is a massive flood in my dad's room down in the basement or the first floor or whatever you want to call it. So my dad is going to the rooftop wearing a poncho because the flood is like intense where it only floods. And now we're actually able to see it better because there used to be like weeds and stuff, so you couldn't see the water itself. But yesterday, he spent time like tearing apart the yard, so it's all like mud. And now you can see the water hit the ground, and it's like this thick already. We're getting about 4 inches of rain, and it just started about, 30 minutes ago? So he notices up top, there looks like something is, I don't understand. But he's trying to figure this out, and I feel really bad because this is like the third flood this year. And I just feel really bad right now. There he is, getting the ladder. Ooh, but yeah, so you can see how it's all muddy, and then you can see this grass like to the right of it. That's what it used to look like, and now it looks like this here, and not that. And let's see. So look, see it's piling up with water? That's his bed. It's everywhere. And then you can see, oh, he fixed it. He fixed it. Oh my God, yeah, he fixed it. He fixed it. He fixed it. So up there was a lot of water coming in one place and nowhere else, like over here. So he knew that there must have been something stuck. And he moved whatever was stuck, and now it's not flooding anymore. Oh, amazing, look. The rain has stopped down there. That's perfect. So, I just got this while at the place. I saw somebody have it, and I was like, oh my God, where'd you get it from? Kombucha. Asian pear and ginger. Very refreshing. I would get this again. Super good. I'm watching some Law and Order, and I decided to cook these from that new Aldi's. I'm a little nervous. Okay. Ketchup. Not horrible. Look, my hair's curling from the rain. It's not horrible. I did put my own seasoning on it because most of the other companies, they have like faux meat or mock meat. They typically have like seasoning on it, and sometimes I'll even put more seasoning. This one, I didn't believe it had any seasoning because it doesn't even say. It just says chickenless tenders, and then it's breaded. So I put my own on there. But yeah, I mean, I would get it again if like a store no longer sold something, or if I was really hungry and they didn't have it, I was craving like chicken fingers or something, I'd buy it again. It's not bad. It has been a really rough couple of hours screaming on the phone with PayPal. They are just, I mean, it feels nice when you know more than they do when it comes to their job, and when you hang up and they're trying to put so much like confidence in their knowledge in their company, and then when you finally go, fine, okay, I'll do it, and then you do it and it does exactly what you say it was going to do. I mean, like, there's money in some account that I made that PayPal is like, oh, I don't see this account being made. I'm like, it's obviously there because of X, Y, and Z. No, we don't see it. They're like, if you send money, it's just not going to go anywhere. I send money from my account, and it went through. And now it's nowhere to be found. And I'm so done. Anyway, my nurse should be here. That's a whole new story as well. We got rain bad today. It's kind of like not raining anymore. But we were supposed to get hail. We may still, long story short. My nurse was like, well, I told her not to come till tomorrow because I felt bad. I didn't want her like traveling in the hail, in the bad storm. And then she calls me and says, you know what? Let me come tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, great. Then she calls me back and says, actually, I can't because of whatever reasons. How about I come? Do you want me to come today? I can come. I'm available. Or I can come tomorrow afternoon. I'm like, I was just so frustrated with the situation and a lot of other stuff here at the house. And then I was on the phone screaming at my computer, screaming at the people on PayPal, and I'm like, honestly, just pick a time. Like, I'm free right now, I'm free tomorrow. And she's like, well, it's really up to you. And I'm like, I know it is, but just do me a favor and you choose. Then it was just complete awkward silence on the phone. Like, if you want to come today, then fine, come tomorrow. So eventually she's like, you know what, let me just come today, and then you don't have to start the bag till tomorrow. Like, let me just get the line started. And I was like, all right, fine. So she should be here any moment. I've been very on edge lately, like kind of like my old self, which I don't enjoy much at all. I've learned to changed things about me, about being on edge. And now it's just because it's just so much at one time, and everything's just, it's breaking me down, and it's depressing and stuff. And so like if anyone says anything I don't like, I will snap. If something doesn't happen the way I plan, I'm gonna snap. I'm normally just so much more laid back and understanding, and it's just not me. It's just not my week, my month even so. And I know that I need to change that, because if I fall into the same pattern, it's not gonna look good for me. The outcome is not gonna be good. How damn cute my kitty cat is. Now, don't mind the dirty windows. I gotta clean the tag that's still on here. I've owned that for about 3 years, this set. Actually, like 4 years. But look how cute she is. Look how cute she is. So, another child has died from cancer. I sent her a package March 24th. We had a lot of laughs because I sent her a package to, I don't know, it might have been like England, I can't remember. And for some reason, I think I sent it to Canada. And I'm like, your package has arrived. And she goes, I haven't got nothing. And it took like a month to get there to begin with. Like 3 weeks to a month. And I realized it said Israel. And I'm like, is there like a Israel in your area? She goes, no. And I'm like, there's not one in Canada. Like, where the heck is it? And I'm like, well, when it gets back, which will probably take another month, I'll have to resend it another month, 3 months total. And then about a week later, she told me, by the way, your package actually made it somehow, even though it was delivered. So it must have been sent back into the system, and they figured it out. But we laughed, and we talked about stuff, and we actually had some conversations. And I knew she's been in the hospital, I think she said for 6 months total, but I don't think it was like straight. I think she might have went home a couple days, but we went back in for weeks at a time. And she just had a bone marrow transplant. And I think that was in March as well. And I haven't spoken to her actually since, and found out just the second that she died yesterday morning. And I mean, I've been hearing and watching a lot of people I've sent care packages who have died, but for some reason, I guess because the other ones are just children of families that I just gotten their address and I sent it to, not all, and not a crazy amount, have I actually spoken to, like a little conversation like I did with her. And so it kind of just like hit me. Like after I realized that she's gone, and I made a post about her and posted her on my story, I kind of sat here in silence, and I was just like, you know, whoa, wait, but how is she gone? Like, she was just here. And you hear this from some people, like, no, like kind of like a denial, like, no, it's not possible. My daughter just called me yesterday, I just spoke to her, type of thing. Like, I see it in TV. I never see it in real life, thankfully, but I hear it in TV, and I know it's real. That's how people think. And I didn't think about it that way until I had a moment of silence of whatever, and then it just hit me, and I'm like, what? Like, she was just posting online, not sounding sick, like, yeah, she's got cancer and everything, but she was posting daily, so she was able to post, and she was laughing, and she was messaging me, and we were having conversations, so she wasn't, like, sick in that way, like she was going to die any moment, but but she's gone. And so it's just really mind-boggling. I know I'm saying that wrong, but you understand what I'm saying, right? That she's gone, and that's it. She's gone, and it's very sad. It's very sad. She was very fun and everything. So I'm not feeling too well, but I know I should eat, and it's the weirdest like mix, but I'm having some mock chicken noodle soup, and then a half a bagel with like cream cheese. If I'm still hungry, I'll just make the other half. But yep, and then whoop, and then I still have a lot of this. Hey guys, so I almost forgot to end my vlog today. I can't open my eyes. They're so sensitive right now. And my left leg, the same left leg for the same 3 days, is starting up with the whole restless leg syndrome. So that sucks. Which means I'm gonna get up in a few minutes or less and put on like some like icy hot on my knee, which helps it a bit, and then go get an ice pack and put that on top of that, and then the warm and heat together back and forth, especially the cold, typically helps like 100%. It takes about 10 minutes, but out of nowhere I forget about it. I think it's because it just kind of goes numb, but it really does suck. This looks like it would be very uncomfortable, and it really isn't. Anyway, I am tired. I'm going to fix my knee, turn off the lights so my eyes aren't so sensitive. They're really sensitive. I mean, I'm going through eye drops left and right. Like, I'm gonna need some more soon. Nothing is working, but of course it's been worse, so this is, I guess, the easy part. Alright guys, well, I hope you guys have a great night, great morning, depending on when you're seeing this. And I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Okay, good night.